It's funny because I feel like nothing in the kingdom of heaven has a formula. You know, it's I still sometimes wonder like why I got to publish so many songs and like there's that moment. Okay, so that moment when I was in San Francisco, I planned to live in San Francisco for a really long time. And I just got asked to fill in for a worship leader who got sick at this conference, and I said, "Yeah, I'll do it." And I did it, and Banning happened to be there that night,
Oh.
but I didn't know who this guy was,
Mm.
and I still had this opportunity to say, "No, I think I'm good. Like, I think I'm actually okay being here leading worship." And I honestly was, and I remember talking to one of my friends and being like, "What do you think?" And he was like, "You should at least just give it a shot. You should at least just try." And I think really sometimes
Mm.
things come down to just
Right.
giving it a shot.
Wow.
Like if it feels a little bit scary or
Mm.
I feel really comfortable where I am,
Mm.
um, like sometimes it's really just comes down to giving it a shot and not really knowing what God's going to do with your yes.
Wow.
I remember being in Nashville recording the radio edit of It Is Well,
Mm.
and I just got dropped off
Mm.
by Jason Ingram at my hotel, and
Oh.
I'm going up the elevator, and I was like, God, like, why?
Mm.
Like, I was expecting, like, maybe there's like some really great reason. And he's like, you said yes.
Wow.
Like, that's literally like, you said yes, and I like you.
Wow.
And I've, I honestly think that there are so many times we say no or we don't believe we're as important as
Mm.
we hope we are. And we kind of just it's really hard sometimes just to believe that you're
Mm.
significant, to believe that you're important.
Woo.
Like
Wow. Wow.
I think that
Yeah.
could be the battle of your life is
Mm.
believing that people need what you have to say. Self-doubt was the battle of my life, I'll tell you
Mm.
that. And
Mm.
it wanted my destiny, it wanted everything from me.
Wow.
And overcoming that was probably the greatest victory of my life.
Wow. Wow.
And still, it's God constantly saying to me, I need you to believe you're as important as you hope you are, and that I'm as close as you think I am.
Mm.
And over and over again. So I think honestly, for people that are songwriters here, you can't put your pen to paper and
Mm.
think like this probably isn't going to be good or nobody's probably ever going to hear this. I think you have to, every time you do that,
Mm.
say, like, I believe I'm as important as I hope I am, because nobody desires to be insignificant. Significance is always going to look different for me than you, than anybody else, but it's always fulfilling. It's like God created us to be fulfilled, not to be empty,
Wow. Wow.
um, not to be struggling for identity. Like
Wow.
one thing that I'm learning right now,
Mm.
guys, this will be completely honest, is I've been struggling with my vocal really
Mm.
hardcore for 2020,
Mm.
and it was really easy just to be like, you know what, I'm just gonna I had a really good run because yes, I had a really good run. We're done now. And like just kind of withdraw
Mm.
and be like, I'm good. I've accomplished a lot. I'm done. And
Mm.
to have God say, you know, I can do a lot more when somebody loses confidence in their gift, but has
Mm.
confidence in me. And I'm
Woo.
learning a lot about
Mm.
if God says this is your stage, get on it.
Mm.
I'm not going to be like, but my voice, kind of like
Mm.
Gideon
Wow.
in the hole, you know, hey, mighty warrior. And he's like, who are you talking to? I think that that has been impacting me so greatly lately is just
Wow.
who am I to say who I am if God says I'm something different? Uh, like, yeah, it's like I get on stage now and my confidence isn't in my gift. My confidence is the fact that he wants me there. And I
Wow.
think we have to get we if we have to get to that place. My
Wow.
confidence doesn't come from my gift. My
Mm.
confidence comes from the anointing, what
Mm.
God is, where God puts me. So
Wow.
if you're a songwriter, you're
Mm.
like if you're a worship leader, your confidence, ultimately
Mm.
has to come from God told me to do this. If I
Wow.
don't do this, like,
Mm.
then it's not humility. It's,
Mhm.
it's me not believing that he is,
Mm.
or who he says he is, and I am who he says I am.